Hey everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Oblivion with Mods. Today we're gonna try and finish off this whole feud, guerrilla warfare between the Renrijra Krin and the Dune Walkers. He who knew the tongue. Tongues are another name for greybeards. There are a lot of people who met the greybeard while they were a reclusive bunch in history. A lot of important people met one. It could also refer to a greybeard itself, except Halfly Earlybeard. I don't know if any ever stepped foot in Cyrodiil since written history began, and Halfly was everywhere. He forged Cyrodiil. Great Tree. There were and are a lot of so-called great trees in Bravil. It's rumored that the capital was built into a walking giant tree. I don't believe this. Elsweyr seized large parts of Bravil during the Imperial Simulacrum. As great as the trees were, they fell like all others.
Be seeing you.
I hope I can.
Great tree. In Mania, there's a tree of shades, a great place for self-exploration. Its roots dig deep into the waters of the Isles, accumulating its life, flow, and magic. If there's something, it'll miss. Rachel, Mundus being summoned here, though that will only be a short stay, being bound here by a pact and ritual, or by simply walking into this world. There are gateways, and they work both ways.
Good day.
So yeah, Leandra gave us this riddle and we're trying to solve it. Moonlight riddle. It's kind of messed up. A sea of tan grass in the sun's resting place, to dawn a stronghold destroyed by a clash between Palmer and he who knew the tongue. In the shade of the early morning hills in wedding dresses far south, the great tree lies caged, like snow in a circle of water. Built by the concealed gone wild long ago, at its entrance the price awaits. But yeah, we're trying to solve that, so we can get some drugs or something. The Renrijra Krin brought into Cyrodiil, the great tree. Oh, I spoke of some revered tree around her new station. It's even in the city symbol, if I recall correctly. To dawn. No, we've got nothing to do with missing dawn. You should know that by now. Oh, question what this could mean. Into a Mystic Dawn hideout, perhaps? A few members. We have even expanded already. Just think about the outposts. Those are also members of our guild living for starters. She's an exhibitor that fell onto a shady grass realm a long time ago. I don't know what brought her down the Golden Road, and I'm not sure if I care. I think the last 3 centuries she lived with valleywalks in what she thought was an underwater city. Oh well. With the Grey March approaching, she began to think more clearly. It's a good thing that we were able to give her a purpose. That way she didn't get any funny ideas, because trust me, her funny ideas are not funny at all, or scandalous. After the last Grey March, she jumped around naked in bliss, thinking about herself as a bouncy ball. Ultimately, Erned was bound to Mundus long before others, years ago. For her, the same applies like all other masculine employers. We had to accept it. Renrijra. She's working in our Bruma outpost. Quite a nice one for a Dark Souls. What I wish to say is that she lived in Mundus for quite a long time, until she was banished to Eothas. She was living there as a dunmer before Mayros Dagon came. Now that she has found her way back to Mundus, we needed to find another way for her. Bruma is just perfect, don't you see?
You too.
Concealed conwines. Mix bloodgrass with dangerous silk and we get a potion making you much harmless. Perfect for going on a rampage and getting some pesky herb. Well, let's not dwell on that. You can go pretty wild once you much harder to spot. Where's the Riddle Center for Alchemy, Illusion Magic, Bravil, however that swamp hole was called. I remember one of my first nights was back in the prolific era, on the shore of Nibbin, where now lies Bravil. There was a beautiful bay back there. There I was, with my first human bang. I still remember, kind of an immortality, is it not? It was a great night. He tasted reaching. He who knew the tongue. I once knew a man who was able to bring destruction with some kind of tongue magic. Words blowing plant first to dust. That was quite a surprise. He even survived for a while after I ripped out his tongue, till I ate his guts, that is. Unfortunately, I lost the necklace I made out of his tongue at my later banishment. Those were the times. To dawn. Dawn could also mean beginning. Vern's structures became stable after the convention of the adamantine tower in today's Hyrule.
Well met.
Part Myrrh refers to kin, usually used for elves or elves, although I don't recall the syllable part being a part of their language. Maybe it's written wrong. There are a lot of similar sounding syllables in the Elvish tongue. Although the only similar name I can think of is Falmer, natives of Skyrim. Pretty big mistake.
Goodbye. A play.
Concealed common. Concealed is another word for hidden. What was known as hidden and is now known as wide. Myrrh. There are Altmer, Bosmer, Jimmer, Dunmer, Dwemer, Falmer, and Merrill. Maybe Hartmer are the left-handed elves that Ragada spoke about, native Myrrh to Yukoda. We never encountered them though.
Be seeing you.
I hope I can help.
He who knew the tongue. Maybe someone who kissed very passionately. Or not. I really don't know. It doesn't make any sense for me. Everybody knows a tongue or two, or your life would be quite boring, wouldn't it? Hardware. The citizens of Hyrule are sometimes described as being part Myrrh due to their heritage being an intermingling of Durrani, Altmer, and Nedis. The intermingling, that would have been a nice diversion around here. To dawn. Daedra seducer, not dawn seducer. There are already too much Daedra beings running around being seducer, don't you think? Just mention this to Tuareg, and she goes, well, chew on your ears. This is something we can have with less trouble. Just come a little closer. Alright, that's not. My friend. Can I bring you something? A wise Daedroth once said to me that it's better to not possess what you desire the most. No, there's nothing we can bring. At least today, right now, here. Thanks for caring. Friend. How are you? I'm here, you're here, so I'm delighted to see you. Nothing right now. If I could get a generic one. There was one there. What's on your mind? The darkness that wasn't Nocturnal's darkness. The fall of Shade Perilous. Most mortals long have forgotten what has happened back then. New generations came, ignorant about even their own history. In the mortal realm, time is the destroyer of worlds. And then, after you do all them, they're all just... You've already asked me about this. I forgot to come visit Teshekru in my Blackwood Company video. I'm gonna try and visit her every video, even if it's not integration. Just to go through the dialogues once a day. There's generic ones like those were, and then there's ones where if it's a certain time of day, she'll be doing something. She'll ask you for something specific. Oh, there she is. Leandra. Sealed copy. Maybe a secret weapon, like keeping a armor right in a box ready for Bosworth to wield. An effective tactic, I think, during the 5-year war. He who knew the tongue could be a landmark. There are some shores on Tamriel Shore looking like tongues extruding into water. Must be an important place, though. Maybe some kind of captain? Partner. Never heard of this. The Great Tree. That I do not know. Maybe some important landmark. Something important to a lot of people in Cyrodiil, or at least the county. To dawn. Where the sun rises, the east, a direction. That's my guess, at least.
Bye.
Yeah, that was everyone here. Let's try coral. Wrong one. Alright, let's try coral. Or maybe charming.
I hope I can.
Heresy of Two Faces. In my time, I've read some heresies and forbidden texts. There were a lot more interesting ones than the Two Faces, like the original Rio Baron's Eye. It's nonsense. I've forgotten most of it already. It's just not true. I mean, what's up with this to be immortal is to hate? Only love can die. I'm still alive after so many years, and I don't exactly cook over with hate. Corrupt, I remember this name, although I fear I may be one of the few doing so. In fact, I came to Cyrodiil about 30 years ago for Mercury. I wanted to enjoy its spa's nightlife, yet, well, suddenly it was not considered to be a city in Cyrodiil anymore. I've chosen Coral instead. Great place, nice aroma. Through the climate and sun, great moonlight too. Yet I wish the city had a spa too.
You too.
I think I might have already done the corrupt one. My lord.
Greetings. A pleasure.
The Great Tree. It's right in the center of town. Can't miss it. So yeah, you can't ask people outside of Morindon about it. Heresy of Two Faces. I've left such things behind. I'm sorry.
Some say. Bye.
Alright. So,
Greetings, wizard.
why are you here, Chandra? Go away. Alright, so welcome back from your immediate break. We just warped on ahead here. So the Moonlight Riddle, a sea of tanned grass, inless to sun's resting place. So over here there's lots of tanned grass if you walk around. To dawn, a stronghold destroyed by a clash between Palmer and he who knew the tongue. If you play the main quest, I believe there's some relation to Talos with Sancrator and the Blades and all that. And in Skyrim, specifically, you learn about how they mention a lot how Talos knew how to use tongue magic, shouts and stuff. They mentioned it in other games probably, but that's the one that people who don't know anything about lore are most likely to understand. In the shade of early morning hills in wedding dresses, right there, the snow on the hills. Far south, the great tree lies caged, like snow in a circle of water. That is the tree and coral. That's the most likely thing you'll actually understand and get from all this, because it's a riddle, so it's confusing. So from that you can tell it's somewhere north of coral. So just go to coral and head north, and eventually you'll find something that fits. Built by Concealed Gone Wild long ago, At its entrance, the price awaits. And that's simple, because it is an alien ruin. Far north of Coral, and to the east is Sancratura, which is the dawn comes, that's east. So, we're here at Lipsend Tarn. Hopefully, this is the right ruin, and I didn't just say all that for nothing. There's more snow. But yeah, there's the different quest updates we got too. The dawn refers to east, refers to direction. And I think there's like a intelligence check on some of these hints. Like if you have high intelligence, they'll be like, "Oh, this means nothing." But if you have low intelligence, you'll be like, "Oh, makes sense to me." In the quest log. Nothing to do with Mythic Thought. Hideout. Sealed Conway. Bravil. Yeah, so some people lead you in the wrong direction. Don't have the right idea of what the clue means. Oh, hello. Necromancer Sugar Moth. He's still not dead. I thought I killed him. There we go. Close. He was about to kill me. Potion of Speed. And what's this? I opened the container with a key. Strange powder. I found some strange powder in the chest, which was hidden in Lipsand Tarn. So yeah, that's part of what the entrance, the price awaits, so... I mean, if you did figure all this out, but then couldn't figure out the part about the entrance, you might just walk in here and look all around, not see anything, and walk out. But this sugar moth guy is kind of a big clue. I guess we both arrived at the same time to get the skooma or whatever this is. Alright, well, let's get out of here. Back to Miranda. So here's Doliandra. You've got it? Great. Let me take it from you. Strange. That is no normal moon sugar. Moon sugar smells different, has a less crystalline consistency. What did the Renrijra Krin had in mind this time? No good, that's for sure. I fear it's only a matter of time until some more drastic measures will be necessary. Drastic measures? Yes, the threat of the Renrijra Krin. Their operations in Cyrodiil have to stop. I'm just not sure how. You can behead the snake, but others will become new heads. That would be a lesson in futility. There has to be some damage prevention first. Please, let me sleep over it first. Anyway, thanks for getting the danger out of the world. Here, take this amulet. May it be a surprise for your enemies.
Bye.
Riddle. Hi there. Before I forget, for your service to Elsweyr and all of Tamriel, I name you one of our agents. Thanks for your help. So I'm a Desert Walker agent. Greetings, fellow agents. Stranded. I had my doubts about working with them, but interesting times require interesting methods. The paw of the Renrijra Krin reaches long. They have collaborators in the Blackwood Company, the Kamana Tong, therefore also in the Fighters Guild and the Thieves Guild. Parts of the Imperial Watch are bribed. This danger, though, they're untainted by the Renrijra Krin. That's in their very interest to not be associated with them at all. So I decided to help them. If they helped me, it was logical, don't you think?
Take care.
Now I gotta wait a day. So let's talk to Teshekru
pleasure to
while we're waiting. My friend. Yes, what's on your mind? What's on your mind? What if I say two of us? You're very important. While I was lying in my bed, thinking about the future, well, something occurred to me. You've rescued me twice already, and I'm confident to place my trust in you to release me from Miranda too. And then, wherever I will be, I want it to be a place I can still see you, meet you regularly. And I don't mean every couple of weeks, but at best on a daily basis. Impossible, I know. It's just something I dream of. And can I bring you in? Oh, I'm currently not aware of it, I decided, except what's already here right now. Any more generic ones? How are you? Before you arrived, I was, well, not feeling good. Now that you're here, I'm a lot more at ease than before. So yeah, the last two were generic, but the one about what's on your mind, that was because I came at this specific time while she was sleeping. So it kinda progresses like this. After you get further in and become more than just her friend, then it goes to events that occur, I think, the week and the weekend. She does different things. And then after that, she does like different things every single day. So you gotta visit her like every day and get the right events. You gotta get the generic ones and the unique ones for if she's doing a certain task at a certain time. So, more waiting.
I hope I can.
So, she's awake now, my friend. Oh, nothing. What's on you? Nothing more. I'm just observing the other inhabitants of Miranda. Quite interesting, if you think about their behavior. Example, did you notice that Teshekru is the only one of the Dicta around who is only wearing her kind's armor and never any kind of other clothing instead? Should tell you something. Okay. How are you? I've been better, and I've been worse. It's alright. Thanks for asking. And eventually you run out of the generic ones, so. And if you see something yellow, you know it's something special. And I bring you something. You brought yourself. That's more than I could ask for. So that's all for today. Hopefully, Leyawiin has something for us now. Alright. So while we're waiting for Leyawiin to figure out what she wants to do, let's check in what's going on with the alternate path with Eothas. Where's it gone to?
Make sure not.
No, it's gone to what? Karizi had to have a package of Crystalline Light delivered to her. It was intercepted by, what's the name? Freelancers? Karizi likes to have it back. Crystalline Light. It was stolen, gone, the whole chest, to be exact. Although, what this bandit didn't anticipate is that another courier had the key. You've helped us before, so if you can spare a moment of your time, would you try to retrieve my Crystalline Light? I'm no treasure hunter. Sure. That is that.
What do you...
I'll do it. Thanks. I've heard that the local bandits have a hideout in the abandoned mine, far east of Bravil, south of Malata, northeast of Lake Canalis. Try to get it, then bring it back to me. They likely have the chest in there somewhere. We just need to find it. No Chevalier right now. So I'm sure she doesn't have anything let's go to Marindin. Here's Doliandra. Hey, how are you? Crystalline Light. Oh, playing the mouse for cats again, are you? Don't expect any help from me. I know you would only twist it around. Time's up. Next. Next. So I guess because in order to get the Moonlight quest where you solve the riddle, you have to have helped her out both times, but if you help her out one time,
what hole did
she's willing to give you a note so you don't get attacked.
How are you?
By the authorities. And if you work for the Renrijra Krin both times, then she's not willing to help you out at all. Oh, let's see, I think this is near the abandoned mine. Counts. No shaft. And I actually gotta go find it. A lot. So, yeah, just go east from here. Oh. What happened to the Oblivion gate? Oh, it teleported me into a rock. That's hilarious. 7 Roads needs to add a rock here. Oh, it's an abandoned sewer. So if you fast travel to the integration location, which is right underneath it, or on top of it, then you get stuck in the rock. It's hilarious. Pretty sure I already talked to her, but doesn't matter. I'm not doing that right now. I'm not doing that either. Yeah, eventually we will get to this mod, the Light and the Darkness, or whatever, some Russian translated mod. I'll probably check it out sometime soon. So here's the abandoned mine. It's clear. So here we are at the bottom of the abandoned cave, or abandoned mine caverns. I guess just at the very end. And I guess 7 Roads, or whatever you want to call the mod. It also does something here with skooma. Whatever, that's skooma here for some reason. And here's the chest. Marked chest. I've opened the container with a key. Strange powder. I found some strange powder in a locked chest deep inside the abandoned mine. While picking it up, a surge of magic appeared around me, and a letter from Teshekru appeared in my hands. Got that dispel effect. Letter from Teshekru. Stranded Light. Warning. And she drew a picture of herself. Please forgive me for choosing to send you a letter through magic. You're walking on a very dangerous path. I hope you've already spoken with Doliandra about your current actions. If not, please do. Do not, I repeat, do not bring the evil poison you just recovered to the Renrijra Krin. It will be to the detriment of all Tamriel. You have to live with the choices we make, and I fear the consequences of a wrong action may be far too harsh. Yeah, screw you. Do what I want. But yeah, you get one last warning there. Maybe you shouldn't go through with this. Now we exit the cave and save. So let me check something real quick. So you can give her the Crystalline Light if you want to preserve your standing and not screw everything up. Oh, I see. You've got another task from those clueless cats roaming Blackwood, and you thought instead of checking earlier, why not do the task and then go to poor stupid door? Technically, I did check earlier, so fortunately you were able to avoid any contact with guards. Odd, but good. Hand over the moon sugar now. No, I will take it to Crazy. Here it is. I've lost it. No, you don't. I can smell it on you. Hard to let go of it, isn't it? It's said to be magicka falling as dew from the night sky, filtered through Elsweyr's most sacred parts, and turns most brains to mush. Again, hand it over. Now. No, I will take it to Crazy. You will do what? Have you totally lost your mind? I fear I'm not in a position to right what you're going to do wrong, but this will have consequences, that I do promise. So yeah, she has, it's kind of sad that she doesn't have one for if you did come to see her and she just refused to help you, like what happened. But she has like 6 responses depending on if, yeah, I think it's 6, or at least 3 or 4. Depending on if you killed the guards, or you met the guards but didn't kill them, or if you avoided the guards altogether, and whether you talked to her beforehand or not. So let's reload and deal with the guards. Just for fun. Stop right there, criminals. What, me? Yes, you. We've monitored this hideout for a long time. Now, we know the Renrijra Krin would send someone to retrieve the moon sugar. Sure, and here you are. I didn't know. Here, take it. This won't hit one. I'm working for Dune Walker. Sounds Khajiit. Renrijra Krin, as I suggest. I have an official writ. Oh, what? Show it to us then. Nothing, as I've guessed. This won't end well. Correct. Die, scum. And yeah, trying to hand it over doesn't work, but if you're kind of friendly with her, she'll give you a writ to use. Well, we can kill them or leave. But, yeah, they're hostile. At least they're supposed to be. Oh, and one of them's in. No?
Look out!
There we go. Right, so here's Crazy in Overwatch.
What?
Crystalline Light. You've brought this one the moon sugar. These are great news. A few Imperial puppets tried to stop you. How typical. Glad that they didn't succeed. This one never doubted you. Now, please, give this one what's hers. I lost it. No, you didn't. I can smell it. Give up the Crystalline Light. It was not brought from Elsweyr for you. Oh, you can do the same thing. Tell her I'm gonna take it to Doliandra. Then she'll get angry. Here it is. Alright, thanks. This will help us a lot to make the people around here happier. Many thanks for your help. This one's got the feeling that Shavaya may want to talk to you. May you walk on warm sands, friend.
Greetings to you.
So here's Shavaya. I've been willing to spice up some lives. Spice up some lives? Yes, exactly. People living in the Nibene are living lives so dull you could scream, especially since the Trans-Nibene was taken from Elsweyr. Time to bring some color to their lives, isn't it? How so? We're working day and night to improve the townsfolk's lives. Now it's time to do something for the cities too. You've helped us a lot already. Securing the Crystalline Light was a great deed. Unfortunately, it didn't go unnoticed. How not unnoticed? There are a lot of agents roaming the streets. We've got gifts from the city dwellers, but aren't able to deliver them. That's where you can come in. We need someone to deliver our gifts to shopkeepers and inn owners in Bravil and Leyawiin. Both Carizzi's and my face are too known. So, are you up for an easy delivery job? Oh, of course, give me the goods. Here they are, and a list of people to get the gifts to. To be fair, you don't need to deliver my special recipe to all of them. Only most. Let's say 10 out of 14. A word of warning. You can't just walk along with your eyes closed. There are agents out there trying to interfere. Dispose of them, if necessary. Good luck.
How goes it?
So yeah, you can't fast travel right now. Because there's people trying to go after us. So I think for the best way to do it would probably be to talk to her while she's in Leyawiin. That way you don't have to walk there. I never remember what time she's there, but sometimes she's there. She passes through there or something. And that way you don't have to walk there and you don't have to fight a bunch of people on the way. Oh, maybe they don't spawn this way. They only spawn the other way, but I don't see any yet. So I made it to Leyawiin, no issues.
Yes?
It's the new spice. This doesn't look like the special spice made of powdered maggots I usually do. As long as it's not made from plants, I guess it's alright.
Take care.
I got the list of people. Yeah. So Onstay, Sundus, Sakash, Jakasha, Darje, Elisna, Shirabi, Utstetsi, Utmi.
Good evening. What can I...
What's the news from the other
Farewell.
parts of Tamriel?
So let's
Yes.
see. I'll give it the courier to it. New spice. This helps to prevent the Black Marsh meets the same fate as the Trans-Nibene, so be it. I hope I'll be able to look into the mirror again.
I've heard that the great houses of Morrowind are in upheaval.
Now here's
Go ahead.
New spice. It'll be great fun pouring it into people's other spices.
Leave me alone.
So sorry, Doliandra.
Speak,
Good
snowman, and stop wasting anything more about the Blackwood Company.
No one else in here. You know.
You wear the shadows well.
Adaje. Sure.
I don't trust you.
I think I already did it on the other one anyway. New Spice agrees. If Adarji agrees, if there shall be hope, you have to begin somewhere.
Shadow hide. Go ahead.
And
go ahead.
I didn't give it to either of them. New Spice. With deepest regrets that there's no other way, this one agrees. May it help this land.
Goodbye.
So I gave it to what, 5 people so far? And I need at least 10 out of 14. Taji, Elysi, Sharabi, Wetsuguti, Utamia. Oh, I need the Skasha, Chikasha, and Onstay, Sundu. And here's our Elsweyr friends.
This ends here. What is it?
Some of you guys are going to start. I know that's the Mythic Dawn agent, so no big loss. I'll take that.
What do you? Farewell.
Yeah, along the way you get attacked by a bunch of different groups of those Elsweyr agents. Some of them are in the town of Leyawiin and Bravil, and some of them are out on the road. But I guess they're mostly on this side of the road, because when I went from Black and March I didn't see any. So here's Onstay Sundu.
What? I ask myself.
New Spice. Is it wrong to validate one's racism, or is it a self-fulfilling prophecy? We may never know.
Stop talking, enough.
Alright, here she is, Sakasha, in the Fighters Guild.
I hope I can help.
New Spice. Sakasha doesn't feel well. She never cooked for the guild, but our cook is ill. I hope this miracle will help Sakasha. Right, let's head to Bravil and use our friends again.
Yeah. Oh.
That spell was pretty powerful. You guys can help, you know.
Oh. Yeah.
Just go invisible.
Whoa.
Really is pretty powerful, this one. 'Cause that a sneak attack and he still survived it?
Damn.
Oh, it's one of these where they somehow see you.
Come out where I can see you. You better cut down on the ale and start to see things. You're pathetic.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah.
Finally. Level 40. It's the same sword. So we're off to Bravil now. We have to walk. I don't think the guild guide is willing to help us. And we can't teleport or fast travel. Well, it killed a whole bunch of them.
Where did you go? Come out where I can see. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to see if you were on my side or not.
Last mistake you'll ever make.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm outside.
Oh. No.
Man down! Man down!
Man down.
So yeah, best to just cloak your way through or avoid them somehow. Maybe if you walk in the wilderness. And yeah, it does seem like some of the people you talk to, they know what's going on, and other people, they're being tricked into turning people into junkies. And I guess they hope that if they get enough people addicted, control the market and be able to just sell drugs to everyone and exploit everyone with drugs and money. I guess it makes sense in a way. And they're trying to get back Bravil and Leyawiin, I guess. Slowly but surely. So we finally made it to Bravil. There was like 10 groups, like over 10 groups, like maybe 12 on the roads. So you could always like just avoid the roads or go in the ocean to Bravil. Or if you have another mod that lets you teleport or travel like on a ship or something to Bravil, that would work
Hurry
too.
up. What?
New spice. Ah, just hand it over. My visitors don't care how something tastes to begin with.
Farewell.
Who's buying swords?
What's the matter? Hello.
So in Bravil we have Vincent, Galena, Ardoin, Shasha, Cassandra, and Millen, Hungarian. Sanji, new spice, it shall be done for the transmitter.
Shadow hide you.
No, move along, sheesh. So yeah, he won't help you. And more people. surrender. Oh. Want that. Okay.
Watch out.
Morning.
What?
New spice? Strange. There's some magical echo in this potion. I'll take it, if only to investigate it a bit more. Never seen anything like this before. Some arcane cooking tricks from the Mages Guild, perhaps?
Be seeing you.
Oh, well, and here's
You'll always get a fair...
Leyawiin. New spice. I will buy and sell at best prices, guaranteed. Yeah, so I could do them all or go back.
Yes?
Bosma Huntsman. I don't know who he is, but it shows one of us in the wilderness, the place where we're best at, far above the other. That's the main reason I put it on the wall, to dream of a place cleaner than here.
Be seeing you.
Yeah, I never saw that one before. Here's Silver
What can
Home, Gilgandra, and new spice. What is this? Some kind of sugar? No, it's liquid. Mead? Neither? Strange. It's free? Alright. I'll see if one of my customers will like its taste.
Buy. What is it now? You wear the
Hey,
shadow.
broke you. Good day.
Greetings.
Well met.
How are you today?
Now, Ardalin, why do you
Go
want
ahead,
this?
please.
New spice. Is this some kind of local spice? I don't know. Quite new in town, but Kudai always encouraged me to try out new things, so why not? Ah, you poor girl.
Bye.
Alright, next.
Hi there. Hello. Oh, it's my pleasure. Please continue.
Yes, please get hit in the face. Oh, Vincent Ghislaine, new spice. It's a disgrace that I have to cook for this bunch around here. Oof. Hopefully this will make it a bit easier to overshadow the local food's taste. Ugh.
Be seeing you.
I've delivered all spice bottles. Time to report it back to Shivani.
Now what?
Oh, I can fast travel now. Oh, at least I got a quest marker for her. Probably from the console command to enable the quest markers. Yeah. The Elsweyr agents are attacking her. Those look like what's happening.
Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Whoa!
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get.
Someone's been murdered. My blood for the Empire.
Alright.
By the gods, by the gods.
And Shavaya ran off. Oh wait, no, there she is. Ah yes, you have delivered all the spice to all people. Let me take the rest from you. What is that stuff? No normal spice. Of course not. Don't you remember the Crystalline Light you rescued for Parisi? It's the main ingredient, a special kind of moon sugar. Combined with the right other ingredients, it's very potent for altering minds. We can't get the Transniven back by fighting, or by parloring, only by helping people, and by making them see the world the same as we do. This spice will help them. Some seem to know. Of course they did. I've spent a good deal talking with them. A few shopkeepers and inn owners don't know what's in store for their customers. Most, however, agreed, in some way or another. It'll take a lot of time to take effect. When it does, though, the Nibene will change for good. For the good of Elsweyr, Black Marsh, and the people living there. Marsh. Didn't know that's not fair. Oh, please, you know who we are, what we're doing. Don't play the innocent bystander. You're not. Thanks for distributing our spice, by the way. Don't want to play a part anymore. I transfer. This does not matter. You're too deeply involved with us. Elsweyr's agents are on our boss, your boss. You need to get rid of your pursuers first. Then I will allow you to part. Otherwise, you're committing suicide. Elsweyr agents, we need to get rid of them. Their head in Cyrodiil has to be taken out of the picture. This will cause chaos and strife inside the organization. They will retreat, leaving us alone. Unfortunately, you can't just simply walk towards her and cut her head off. Then they know who did it. No, it has to look like the enemy came from within the highest ranks of Cyrodiil itself. She's an Ohm's Wraith, highly susceptible to poisons. So my plan is that you sneak into the warehouse in the Imperial City, poison the food which is about to be delivered to her. She eats it and falls over dead. Not any poison though. The Imperial Watch happens to have confiscated a quite potent one without even realizing it. It's harmless to apes, but will fall any cat. Guess the chaos you could cause. Anyway, we should part now, before more Elsweyr agents can track us. So a short summary again. Get the poison from the Imperial Watch office in the Imperial City. Use it to poison the food which is about to be delivered to Elsweyr's agent's headmistress, currently stored in the Waterfront District warehouse. Okay, that's
Go ahead. Bye.
jeez. Martin, why can't you and the Dremora just get along? So, yeah, I think we did a lot this time, so in the next video I'll finish up with the Renrijra Krin and also do the 2 remaining quests for the Dune Walkers on the other character. So, see you next time.